It says it's the right place. So I'm learning that you're pouring on the inside. Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Oh, sorry about that.
It's okay.
Matt. Miguel, I'm gonna be the caretaker here.
So, this here's your room. It's not too bad. The biggest one in the house. It actually appears to have been in a couple YouTube videos. They're pretty crappy ones.
Thanks. Oh shit, my suitcase. Alright, let's get you unpacked. Oh yeah, I forgot this thing has 2 zippers even though one isn't used. It's the stupidest thing, I swear. Ugh. Ooh. Ooh, gotta go free the slaves.
What's wrong? What's wrong? You need some Pepto-Bismol? You know, I'm just coming in there. What is it?
Don't you see?
Weren't supposed to find out like this.
I wasn't supposed to find out what.
Look, I know world famous rapper Sir Yo couldn't be here to thank you personally for walking his house.
Yeah, what's that about? Seems to me like an excuse for a reluctant actor not to play the character that was written with him in mind.
Sir Yo's on tour right now, so I figured as his representative I'd tell you what he had. Well, in the forest behind this here house is an ancient burial ground.
You mean like Pet Cemetery?
Well, no, not like Pet Cemetery.
Oh.
So you see, people come to this here burial ground to dump their bad movies.
You mean like the E.T. burial ground?
Oh my god, are you serious? How derivative do you think the screenwriter for this skit is? Anyway, while it was fine for a while, the pile started to get so huge it broke through the pipes and made its way into our sewage line. So now every time you flush that specific toilet, a bad movie comes up.
Wow, that sure is crazy.
Sure is.
Alright, I think I'm gonna go to bed. Get this all off of my mind.
Alright, well I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. Just figured I'd tell you. Good night.
Hi everyone, I'm Miguel and I just had a nightmare. I just flashed back to all of the worst movies I have ever seen in my entire life. And I figured instead of going to therapy and talking about my trauma like a normal person, how about I talk to you guys about it so I can share in my suffering. In our first porcelain pull of the week, we come across a movie, a nightmare more like, that only DC films could have dreamt up. A film tailor-made for that weird 25-year-old scene guy that dates 16-year-olds because they're mature for their age. I'm of course talking about Suicide Squad is a 2016 biopic from director David Ayer. It's the story of Japan's courageous kamikaze pilots. Kamikaze were suicide attacks by military aviators from the Empire of Japan against Allied naval vessels in the closing stages of the Pacific Campaign of World War II, designed to destroy warships more effectively than was possible with conventional attacks. During World War II, about 3,862 kamikaze pilots died, and about 19% of kamikaze attacks managed to hit a ship. Also, Jared Leto does his best Ace Ventura impersonating Tyler Durden impression. Fun for all ages. This has got to be one of the worst movie-going experiences I've ever had in my life. There is just so much wrong here. There is just so much sin. Cyanide squash, cereal scotch, Suicide Squad makes me want to die. Okay, so what first? What do we cover? I swear there's so much I might as well be picking out of a magic fucking hat. Will Smith does a great job playing Will Smith here. I swear he's been so typecast as a charming lead that he can't go 5 seconds without saying, "We the bad guys," for people to know you're not supposed to like him. Take a shot every time he reminds you that he's the bad guy, and I swear you'll be dead halfway through the movie.
For those of us who don't speak good guy.
Margot Robbie sucks really hard in this. To her, I guess being crazy means doing your best Phoebe Buffay impression because, oh, how quirky, right? Not to mention the Brooklyn accent that comes and goes as it pleases. Jesus Christ, pick a performance. She's also supposed to be the comic relief too, and guess what? She sucks at it. No surprises there.
Now that's killer app.
Behold the voice of God.
Viola Davis is in here too, playing Hillary Clinton if Hillary Clinton were Oprah Winfrey. Oh yeah, and the whole movie is pretty much her fault. She goes and introduces this crazy, ridiculous idea for the Suicide Squad to military, and then does the exact same thing to the United States government in Washington. And mind you, these scenes play out back to back. No breaks in between. Do you not understand? Where's the pacing? El Diablo is the only one with something of an arc here. Oh no, don't let that fool you. That doesn't mean it's good. He goes from non-violent fire hippie to mass murderer when Will Smith yells at him a bit. Because I'm sure that's what breaks strict adherence to moral code for a few years, I'll tell you what. Also, he sacrifices himself at the end for his new family, even though they met, what, like, a few hours ago?
I lost one family, I ain't gonna lose another one!
The bulk of this movie plays out in real time. Family? How? You just met these people. Also, fuck you, spoilers, I don't care. Cara Delevingne is the main antagonist. Yes, the supermodel Cara Delevingne. She's easily the second worst part of this movie. The first I will talk about much later. Her motivation is because technology is bad, I think? Who the fuck cares? Anyway, the Wicked Witch of Monster High has a really awful CGI brother, and she dances a lot. And this ancient witch's master plan who hates technology is to fire a blue laser in the sky. That thing we've never seen in any other blockbuster ever, because when in doubt, blue laser in the sky. God forbid your movie have small stakes. There's not much else to say about the rest of the squad. Killer Croc is overacted to an embarrassing degree by the actor whose name I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce. Cookie cutter military man Rick Flag is cookie cutter. Not to mention, of course, that Army McAction Figure's romance with the scary godmother plays out over what, like 3 5-second clips? Fuck me. Captain Boomerang is the only member of the team that kind of works. He has the only intentionally funny moment in the movie, which is, of course, ruined and retconned in the scene directly following it. But whatever, fine, I guess that's what happens when you have a trailer house editing your shit movie together. Side note, Katana's boring and nobody cares. And finally, we arrive at the man himself, the one they call the Joker.
To this handsome hunka!
And by they, I of course mean DC, because this is clearly not the Joker. No, I'm sorry. I was willing to give Jared Leto a chance. I really was. He's talented. He's a talented actor. Jared Leto is a legitimate talent. But what I saw in the movie has to be one of the worst performances I've seen in years. Maybe, David Ayer is spineless and weak and doesn't know how to rein in his actors. Who knows? Leto decided to go for this weird, animalistic, predatory sexual performance that... Look, I'm just gonna be honest here, it's the fucking worst. He's so unsubtle and over the top, it's actually kind of adorable. With his best moment, of course, coming from the now infamous, "Oh, you don't want no beef? You don't want no beef? Oh, you don't want no beef?" Not to mention, of course, again, that this scene makes absolutely no sense in context. The Joker shoots Common, yeah, Common's in this for like 5 minutes, because he doesn't sleep with his girlfriend. As in, Common doesn't sleep with Harley Quinn. He also took what made Ledger's performance so complex and layered and said it in one throwaway line. One line! I'm an idea. I'm a state of mind. Okay, getting away from the characters, we of course have the music, which feels beyond out of place. Random pop songs that were clearly added in post just come up out of nowhere and just obliterate the tone this movie was trying to set in every single scene. No exaggeration. There is not one moment in the movie where I felt what I was supposed to be feeling. But hey, I guess DC wanted their own Guardians of the Galaxy. Because, you know, nowadays studios just want to make money and don't really care about making good movies. But then again, I can't even really say it's a nowadays thing, because back then they had a whole lot of westerns. That was all that was coming out. The 80s had all of its slasher movies. And this is definitely a rant for a video that is not this one. We're talking about Suicide Squad. And just like the music, the cinematography is just as awful. And when it's not too dark, there's this really gross piss yellow filter going on in the whole thing. It's Samurai Smosh, Suicide Squad, not The Hurt Locker, not even to mention the god-awful editing. This movie went through so many garbage recuts, there's not even any semblance of a plot. It's completely ruined. The flashbacks with Harley Quinn all have this really weird, like, twisted red editing style that makes absolutely no sense. Maybe it's to evoke that, ooh, she's crazy. By the way, this movie starts like 15 times. Amanda Waller introduces to each member of the team like she's reading off of trading cards, and the visuals just make it even look like that. I think what pisses me off the most about all this is that there's a legitimate audience for this. A group of defenders who think this is all fine, this is all okay. Hey, it's a good movie, it's DC, I gotta like it. Hey, come on, you know, it's comic books. Hey, Harley Quinn, she's crazy. I love her. The Joker, I know the Joker. Will Smith is in it. Will Smith is saying funny things. I know all of these things. I know them, because I read comic books. And then there's those stupid idiot producers who are like, oh, yeah, this all sounds like a really good idea. I'm gonna just sign off on this. This is okay. David Ayer, you do as you please. We're gonna make so much money off of this. There's gonna be 5 sequels, a Deadshot spin-off, a Harley Quinn cartoon. Oh, the money we're gonna make. Yeah, but this movie did give us our Lord and Savior Slipknot, the man who can climb anything, so I guess I can't be too hard on it. I'm gonna give the movie 5 Slipknot head explosions out of 2. It's an email from Suryo. Speaking of bad, lazy, manipulative ways to insert music.
Suryo did not endorse the use of his music in this video because he's a stingy curmudgeon who only wants money. As a result of this, the full music video for Turkey Burgers by Suryo will be uploaded to the 2 Cents Media channel for your viewing pleasure. It will likely be monetized because, and I can't stress this enough, all Suryo cares about is your money. Sorry. I'm not his representative and I don't make the rules. If you have a problem with Suryo, talk to Suryo or maybe his wife. I've been told she's scarier.
Honka honka!